global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Some few hours ago, Rivers State House of Assembly became the first assembly not only to endorse Bola Tinubu for a second term bid, but also made some series of demands which we're going to give you the highlight in a moment. But then again, that move and action has sparked reaction among those supporters of similarly Fubara, the sitting governor of Rivers State. But most persons are asking questions that the simplified movement have been disbanded. Although they have been disbanded, but the question is, had the simplified movement been stopped? The answer remains emphatic no. And some well-meaning Riverians, top politicians, are beginning to ask very pertinent questions, and they're asking, is wike, the FCT minister, cooking another meal for Fubara? Let's dive into the news proper to find out what the strong supporters of Fubara are demanding as well. The times are definitely changing. Now, according to the highlight, keynotes to take in Rivers State Assembly that took place a few hours ago, the Rivers State House of Assembly has passed a resolution urging the President Bola Tinubu to run for a second term in 2027. Motion was moved by House Leader Major Jack, which is Akokotoro 1 constituency lawmaker. Motion aimed at commending Tinubu for steering the ship of the country in the right direction and showing love for Rivers State. The 15 lawmakers sponsored the motion and all members who spoke supported it. Then for Gokana constituency, Domeli Moel supported the motion, saying Tinubu gave 6 federal appointments to his constituency and deserves a second term. And our Deputy House Leader, Linda Somiara Stewart, also backed the motion, describing it as a serious vote of confidence. Speaker Martin Amaewhule said the Assembly will support, not criticize the federal government, especially on security matters, and urged citizens to aid security agency. Now, the motion passed via a vote voice. Well, on March 18, President Tinubu declared state of emergency in Rivers State due to political instability. He suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and all state 6 months. He appointed Ibokete Ibas as retired naval chief as sole administrator. The emergency has since been lifted, and hence these young men have given their vote of confidence and insisted that not only did he put a lot of their sons and daughters, but even the FCT minister, who is doing very well, quote and unquote, is also representing them very well, and they're happy that Bola Tinubu is doing the needful. But hear what the camp of Fubara is saying. Both the simplified movement, though disbanded, but under the aegis of different names, are in one voice making demands as well, since we are now in the dispensation of demand and supply. Now, according to some of the supporters of Fubara, similarly Fubara, the Rivers State governor, they say, Rivers State House of Assembly, when will you also endorse similarly Fubara for a second term as governor of Rivers State? A lot of reactions follow that. Of course, they didn't stop there. They now said, well, I and the people of Rivers State endorse the leadership of His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, for a second term, and also call on him to recontest in 2027. Now the question is, my colleague is in the house. There are a lot of reactions. I don't want to go through the reactions. In fact, if you hear the reactions, you just know that, you see, this peace deal they had, it's just paperwork. The real deal will take place in 2027. And, a whole lot of persons are demanding, just the same way at the Rivers State Assembly, were so quick to endorse Bola Tinubu. Did he ask for his death? Did he ask for the endorsement? They bought airtime, very serious airtime in major stations, just to air that they endorse Bola Tinubu for a second term bid. For crying out loud, this is just the second year of Bola Tinubu. You shouldn't even be thinking of campaigning just about now. We have serious issues in security. And then again, the people of Rivers State have said, if you are endorsing far away president, endorse our illustrious son. But people are asking, did you know the agreement reached with Fubara and the FCT minister? And coupled with all of a sudden, these guys are looking for fault in Fubara's tenure. Could it be also, just like some analysts asked, is wike looking for another 6 months suspension so that it will be smoother ride for him in 2027? Or do you think Fubara also is just keeping quiet because he's expecting some very powerful moves for 2027? Agreement be damned. What's your take?
Well, I think
Propaganda had always been the order of the day. They are trying to use their own political ideology to, roll out to the public that, or mislead the public into believing that, this is we stand for Bola Tinubu. It's quite shocking. A lot of things that is going on right now politically. People don't have ideology again. You understand? Because if you check a country like United States of America, they've been in existence for many years, and we have two political parties, the Republican and the Democrat. And one thing that is very conspicuous is the fact that some of them have held on to their own political ideology for more than 40, 50, 60 years. But our own is a case of we believe face. Today, I tell you the truth that these same people clamoring for Bola Tinubu, if it happens that he loses his election come 2027, before you know, they'll switch to the new guy who comes on board. So you just realize that the people are not their concern. Their concern is just to make sure that they please whoever that is paying the piper. That's just it. But however, in this situation, especially in Rivers State, already we know that there's a lot of calamities going on. We can't even tell if the governor is partyless because he has expressed no interest in APC. PDP has been doing a lot of things. He doesn't even feature in any of the things. So already I have seen that even in Rivers State, there is one party there. It's called Wike Party. He controls everything there. But then he will now tell them who to prove that they are in support of based on who he supports. In other words, he's the one to give them direction on who to support. So what we saw play out there was they just wanted to send a message to Bola Tinubu that it is not just Wike, because right now tension is building. Bola Tinubu, despite the fact that he's trying to solve security problems, as at yesterday he has already released buses out for his campaign come 2027 or 2026. So just to tell you that the man is not out of sight with his intended plan of returning come 2027. So everybody is just trying to let him understand you are in a good book because of the fact that you have appointed our sons into key position and all of that. But for me, what is most important is the people of River State. What's their future? And can't we for one make decision that is right? What I mean by making decisions that is right is the fact that we look at things and we say, no, we can't continue again with this status quo. We want fresh leadership. We want someone who can stand tall for the people of Rivers State. That's what we want to see. And I feel this is personal that the person of Fubara has proven time without number that is capable. But unfortunately, these guys think about themselves. They don't care about any other person. So making demands that they should okay Fubara when virtually all of them, they are looking at that seat and are really eyeing that seat. They'll do everything to displease or do everything to please their boss and to displease the heart of, displease the heart of Fubara so that they can clash again, so that maybe their boss Wike can say, okay, you are more loyal, come in. So you realize there's a lot of chaos in Rivers State. But right now, we are looking for people who can give perfect representation to the people of Rivers State. And for me, I still think it is Fubara.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section.